Before I started the Vita system, my practice was just getting started. I had my practice management system going. I had rented an office space, but I wasn't really getting any clients. And I was working full time at a behavioral hospital.
How to network, what to do, what to say, how to give your information, who you are. And also another way is it's like your 30-second elevator pitch. I know this was really hard for me, but after practicing week after week, it just gets easier.
What I wound up getting out of this was not just the fundamentals that I needed, but so much more that I didn't know I needed. Just coming in thinking I knew what my niche is, but she really has a way of helping you hone in and explore, is there anything more specific, and just diving into that. And I was like, you know what? Yes, there is.
I think establishing your systems is so important. It's something that I really wasn't thinking about because I felt that I didn't need systems. And so once I established them, I realized how much time I was freeing up for myself to be able to invest in creating a course if I wanted to, starting a podcast if I wanted to, but also niching down. I also didn't think I needed to do that. I thought I could have several ideal clients. And I found that by niching down, I was able to recognize when I was getting my energy returned to me, like in which sessions. And for me, that was so helpful.
It has been amazing. It has been such a tremendous growth personally, but also professionally. I have seen my clientele increase. I have seen my network systems improve. I actually have seen a lot of different platforms that I never saw myself actually going on, and actually utilize these platforms and do so to see my clientele reach out.
So one was manifesting my avatar. Who brings out that passion? Who inspires me? Another golden nugget was thinking about my pain points and how, I've overcome challenges and difficulties, and how I've pushed myself to try things that are totally out of my comfort zone.
When I started, I was in a really, really rough place because of working full time and getting my business off the ground. It was like I was also running myself into the ground. I was really anxious. I didn't have a lot of productivity because I didn't know what to do, and I was trying to do everything at once.
The first thing was I learned how to network with other people and how important and critical that is when you are building a practice. The other thing that I took from this was ways that I was able to work on my challenges, on who I am as a person and who I am as a clinician.
So Brandon and I are actually currently in the works of establishing our entity, K&B Therapy.
Yeah, as Kaylee and I started this journey with Z, Kaylee and I have brought into the program a really solid structure and foundation. However, we really needed somebody to really tighten up the bolts and help us take our practice to the next level.
I would say start today. I put it off for a while. I had been seeing these posts on Instagram and just felt like, you know what, I don't need it. And I have learned so much. I've grown so much, not only as, a business owner, but as an individual by taking this program and seeing that there's so many different avenues that we can be putting skills that we already have into use.
If you are trying to grow your practice and you don't know where to start, the Vita system is definitely for you because it gives specific insight for wellness professionals that other marketing gurus don't really do.
Since joining Vita, I've successfully launched an ebook. I have so many more systems that have helped me really successfully run my business, and I have been able to increase my income.
Knowing how to separate my parent coaching and my therapy. She goes over this, she provides you with the documents, she provides you resources, and this is what I love. It's like she provides you with everything that you need.
I quit my job and I'm now working full-time for myself, and I feel confident in it. I'm not worried that, where's the clients gonna come from? Where's the money gonna come from? How am I gonna sustain this business? I have all these different avenues and ways now to continue to grow.
What I really enjoyed about this is that you meet all kinds of people from different professions and different levels of where they're at in their business. And there's really like no pressure, of like, hey, you got to do this and this. Unless you want to make it work, then yes, she's going to move you.
Is amazing for all therapists, especially because we were not taught the business part of this. And this is something that we have to teach ourselves. It's an investment in our life. An investment that is worth every penny. So thank you, Z, for everything. I am beyond happy, beyond grateful, and I recommend this to any of you other therapists or healing practitioners out there.
So before I decided to invest in the Vita system, which I know is a huge investment for anyone, I was actually thinking about going back to school and getting a PhD in business psychology so I can learn more about business, sales, all of that. And the Vita system gives you that. It goes into depth on sales, how to market yourself, how to network, things that you really taught in school. Or if you are taught in school, it's almost a little bit taboo in a way. And so I feel like the Vita system really normalizes that and makes it, attainable. And I didn't have to spend over 90 grand on getting a PhD in business psychology. And so in that way, I feel like I saved money. If you're thinking about making the investment, do it. I feel that because you get the network, you have access to ask questions whenever you need, get that support that you need, validation, accountability, things that you're not going to find in private practice all the time. It's been really, really helpful.